Today we're dedicating the 334th star on the Palm Springs Walk of Stars. We honor not only show business celebrities, but outstanding authors, civic leaders, pioneers, sports stars, Congressional Medal of Honor awardees, and humanitarians. If you know a deserving person that you would like to nominate for a star, please see any of our directors at the end of the ceremony. They'll be happy to explain the process. Today, we're honoring acclaimed plastic surgeon, television host, philanthropist, author, and Coachella Valley resident, Dr. Andrew Orden. I'd like to take just a couple of minutes to introduce our hard-working board of directors. These folks spend a lot of time, and a lot of times they don't get thanks, but I'd like to introduce them. I'd like to introduce Mr. Louis De Silva, who is our vice president. He's an accountant, a realtor, and former executive with Columbia Pictures. Mr. Louis De Silva. Kathleen Bennett is our secretary for the Palm Springs Walk of Stars. She was also voted one of the 101 top influencers in the Coachella Valley by the Palm Springs Life magazine. Ladies and gentlemen, Kathleen Bennett. Our next director that I would like to introduce, he's the former owner of Beck Brothers Television Studios, Beck Brothers Television Studios, a producer, director, and former Marlboro man. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Bill Beck. Our next director is a Grammy-nominated BMI songwriter and musician extraordinaire. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. John Bolivar. Our next director, he's a producer of films, television, live performance shows, and some of his credits include the Tom Jones Network television series, the Paul Anka Network television series. He produced for the Latin Quarter, for Las Vegas Riviera Hotel, and he has a cooking show called The Elegant Appetite. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Clancy Grass. Our next director. This lady is known as the First Lady of Wi-Fi, Public Telecommunications. She's a community supporter of many, many charities, and she's also star number 291. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Janie Hughes. Last, but certainly not least, this lady, she's a director. She's listed in the Guinness Book of World Records as the original hostess of Wheel of Fortune. She's the first woman to get a microphone and be nominated for an Emmy on a game show. She wears many hats. After obtaining her PhD in psychology, Dr. Susan Stafford is a chaplain, a therapist, and a humanitarian who really makes a difference in our world. Her book, Stop the Wheel, I Want to Get Off, is now available. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Susan Stafford. And this is Charlie Chaplin. I thought he was long dead, but here he is. At this time, I would like to introduce our first presenter. Please welcome our Secretary Director, Kathleen Bennett.
Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Morning. Welcome. What a beautiful day in Palm Springs for the city to be honoring Dr. Andrew Orden. And I'm here subbing in for Mayor Stephen Pugnier. I know I don't look like him, however. I'm going to read thank you. I'm going to read a lot of whereas, so bear with me. Whereas there shall be a special dedication ceremony on the sidewalk in the city of Palm Springs at 194 South Palm Canyon Drive on Saturday, January 15th, 2011 at 11 a.m. honoring Dr. Andrew Orden with the 334th Golden Palm Star. And whereas, in conjunction with this ceremony, the citizens of Palm Springs will pay tribute to Dr. Andrew Orden, whose illustrious career has added significantly to the world prominence of this beautiful desert oasis. And whereas for more than 2 decades, Dr. Andrew Orden has been an acclaimed surgeon in the area of aesthetic plastic and reconstructive surgery, and is a noted author and humanitarian. And whereas Dr. Andrew Orden was handpicked by Dr. Phil McGraw to star on CBS Emmy award-winning hit daytime show, The Doctors, which also received the Crystal Cross Humanitarian Award and the American Cross. And whereas Dr. Andrew Orden is a generous and compassionate humanitarian who dedicates much of his time away from the studio serving others who otherwise would not be able to afford such life-changing surgeries. Now, therefore, I, Kathleen Bennett, on behalf of Mayor Stephen B. Pugnier of the City of Palm Springs, California, by the power vested in me, do hereby proclaim January 15, 2011 to be Dr. Andrew Orden Day.
Did I really do all that?
We're going to hear that.
That's a what? Lipstick?
Is it good?
Mustard. Hopefully not the last.
One more?
I was like,
Thank you, Kathleen Bennett. Is Jacqueline Lopez here from Assemblyman Manny Perez's office?
Yeah, George is.
You know, before I go one step further, I overlooked a gentleman who's one of my oldest friends. Twice he was voted the #1 agent in the world. 2 years in a row by Billboard magazine. He's represented everyone from Bob Hope to you name it. Soon Dr. Orden, I hope. Mr. Herb Gronauer. Our next presenter is from Riverside County Supervisor John J. Benoit's office. He will read and present a certificate of recognition. Please welcome Mr. Darren Shimmer.
Thank you, Bob. What a great pleasure to be here this morning on at this great event. The Walk of Stars is a terrific attraction for the 3.5 million folks who visit the Coachella Valley each year, as well as a permanent memorial to those who have done a lot in show business and contributed in our community to remind us of their contributions. And after After hearing and reading the biography, it leaves no doubt that Riverside County is blessed to have someone as distinguished as Dr. Orden living in our community and contributing not only to the medical fields and the sciences and in show business, but also as a humanitarian, going abroad and in his mission to Haiti to provide surgery to those who are in most need. And we are blessed by his ongoing work with the Surgical Friends Foundation and in his office in Rancho Mirage to provide care in our community. So it's a pleasure on behalf of Riverside County Supervisor John J. Benoit to honor Dr. Andrew Orden as recipient of the 334th Golden Palm Star on the Palm Springs Walk of Stars, and to thank him for his many contributions to the medical field, show business, and to the Coachella Valley community. Thank you, Dr. Orden.
Thank you, Darren Schimmer from Supervisor John J. Benoit's office. Our next presenter, ladies and gentlemen, will be presenting on behalf of Senator Bill Emerson's office. Please welcome Mr. John Bolivar.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, Dr. Wood.
Great voice. I want that voice.
Before I begin, my wife and I religiously watch your show about 3 o'clock in the morning because we're working all day, and that's when we get a chance to relax. But just watching the show has added years to my life. So I can imagine getting treatment from these guys.
Are things better in the bedroom too?
Oh, absolutely.
And you know, I have my doctors here. They know they're going to hear, who's your favorite doctor?
You are. Look at my face.
And one more question. Who's the smart, good-looking one?
You are.
Correct.
Absolutely. Okay, on behalf of Bill Emerson, Senator 37th District, I proudly present to you from the State of California Senate Certificate of Recognition, Dr. Andrew Orden. On behalf of the California State Senate, it is my pleasure to commend you for receiving the 334th Golden Palm Star on the Palm Springs Walk of Stars. Your contributions to the medical field, as well as your humanitarian efforts, have proven to be exceptional. Please accept my sincere congratulations and best wishes as you continue to serve the residents of our great community. January 15th, 2011, Bill Emerson, Senator 37th District. Congratulations.
Keep on watching.
Absolutely. I don't have a choice.
Good? Honey, one more.
Thank you, John Bolivar. I'd like to take just a moment to recognize two of our past star recipients that are in the audience today. This lady, she has the honor of being in the Guinness Book of World Records. She was star of the Follies here, I believe, for about 15 years. Please stand and be acknowledged, Dorothy Dale Kloss. And this gentleman is a star of radio, formerly with Dick Clark Productions, and a supporter of many, many charities here in the Coachella Valley, Mr. Dan McGrath. Our next presenter is the Vice President of the Palm Springs Walk of Stars. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Louis Da Silva.
Well, first of all, I want to tell you that my wife, Cindy, thinks you're the greatest. She's some laughter. It makes me very, very jealous.
She must be a great woman.
I have a beautiful certificate, and on the cover it says, United States House of Representatives. On behalf of Congresswoman Mary Bonham Mack, it's my pleasure to give you a certificate of special congressional recognition presented to Dr. Andrew Orton to be honored with the 334th Golden Palm Star on the Palm Springs Walk of Stars for all your accomplishments. Dated January 15, 2011, signed Mary Bonham Mack, member of Congress. Congratulations.
Never was in the Army, but it looks like I was. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Honey, now you take good care of this.
We need a wing just for this.
Thank you, Louis Da Silva. Our next presenter, representing the 64th District Assemblyman Brian Nastandy's office. Please welcome Miss Janie Hughes.
Do you ever represent your business well? I had no idea you were this handsome in person. I would like to get on your list for your before and after, so I'll give you my name. The 64th Assemblyman, Brian Nastandy, would like to thank you, Dr. Orton, for all of your community support, all of your accomplishments, and we welcome you to the Palm Springs Walk of Stars to grace our sidewalks and have the mountains look over you every day.
Try and stay awake, everybody.
Thank you, Janie Hughes. Our first speaker today is executive producer of the hit Emmy-winning television show, The Doctors. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Andrew Scher.
I was not prepared for this. And I'm not shy. So should I do the roast now? I'm sure you like to hear that now, wouldn't you?
Yeah. There's nothing to roast.
There's nothing to roast. No. All I really want to do is really congratulate a man, a legend. And if he's not a legend, he'll tell you that he's a legend. We couldn't ask for a better plastic surgeon. We couldn't find anyone else. No, just kidding. This is a man, you know, what you see on TV is what you see in real life. He is a gentleman, a scholar, and like a father. Oh, no, just kidding. I just want to congratulate him on behalf of everybody here from the doctors. I know some of my docs are going to talk as well, but this is a star in a human being, and I could not be more proud, and I'm so glad to be part of this day. You're the man.
Thank you, Andrew Scher. Our next speaker is the host of The Doctors and The Bachelor, Paris. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Dr. Travis Stork.
You better have something good to say.
How's everyone doing? So I'm going to keep this short and sweet. We're going to save the roast for later. Your family is here, so I have to watch myself.
I'll be there too for that.
It has been truly an honor and a privilege, not only getting to know you, but to go out there each and every day and host The Doctors with this man. And I have to say, I come from Tennessee. And when you come from the Midwest, from the South, you do have a bit of a preconceived notion. When you're going to go to LA and host a TV show, who's the plastic surgeon? What's he going to be like? And this man has shown so much integrity in what he does. That is why it's been such an honor and privilege. And also, what you don't see on TV, what happens in commercial breaks, this man right here makes me laugh to the point where I'm about to pee in my pants every single day. And I thank you for that as well. So congratulations, my friend.
Thank you, Travis Stork, Dr. Travis Stork. Our next speakers are plastic surgical colleagues of Dr. Orden's. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome, I hope I'm pronouncing this right, Ritu Chopra and Rob Lucas.
Well, thank you everyone for coming, and I have an announcement. I'm getting my star next week, so everyone. No, but like everyone said, Drew is a great guy, one of my best friends. His family is like my second family. I couldn't find anybody better to work with, better to hang out with, except you and maybe Rob. But congratulations, this is your day. You're the man.
And thanks for shaving.
Say when I was young, I worked my way through school being a caddy, carrying golf bags on both shoulders, and carrying these two guys on my shoulders. And I hope to do it for a long time to come. Drew's had my back. I've known him for a long time, you know, ups and downs and this and that. And you know, wasn't always in his best interest to be supportive, and he's that kind of guy. So, thanks, man.
Thank you, Ritu Chopra and Rob Lucas.
Drew, get the bag. Yeah, one more. One more shot. I guess your hair is show me some of you guys. Yeah.
Our next speaker, ladies and gentlemen, is the son of Dr. Orden and his friend. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Matt Orden and Mr. Teddy Riley.
I had no idea I had to do this, but I'll save the best for later. But again, like everybody said,
I'm sure you will.
Utmost respect for you. Love you so much, and congratulations.
Thank you.
Utmost respect for you.
Thank you.
Very proud of you.
Yeah, and just on behalf of all the other friends of Matt's, We're here just the same reason all you are, to pay respects to a true legend. And honestly, can't think of being anywhere else right now, but I'll save the rest for later.
Thank you, Matt Orton and Teddy Riley. Our next speakers are old friends of Dr. Orton's. They grew up together. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. John Meager and Mr. Dave Otler.
Yeah, we'll save the best for the party. But congratulations, Drew. Go back to high school with him. He was the best man at his wedding. Robbie. Congratulations, and here's to a great day.
Thank you, Dave Meager. And now the Palm Springs Walk of Stars would like to present a few gifts from the Board of Directors to Dr. Orton. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Bill Beck with the first gift.
I don't think this has ever been given to a legend before, which has to do with vodka.
I have good writers.
And so do we. Anyway, this is Star Vodka, and it's our sponsor for the Walk of Stars, and we give it only to those participants who win a star. So this is to you, and you can start drinking anytime you want. It's very strong, but you can't notice it. It comes from out of New York, and it's wheat.
Corn.
It's corn. Corn's good.
Thank you. Get some pictures here first. And to quote Dr. Stork, a little pop in moderation is okay. Thank you.
You bet. You'll enjoy that.
Pleasure. Honey, one more thing, don't start.
Bring it on, bring it on.
Yeah, I'll take it.
We know who.
Thank you, Bill Beck. Our next presenter with two very special gifts from the Palm Springs Walk of Stars. Please welcome Miss Susan Stafford.
You know, it's one thing to give an award, and it's another thing to just keep on talking about his looks. I sort of feel that if you knew that he'd gone to 77 different countries and given to Hades and India children who were deformed, we would look deeper than just the looks. We would know the man has a soul, to which we are really excited. Hi, sweetheart. He has a soul. And so, what we're going to do, you know, I doubt seriously, hi Ken, hi Dorothy, I doubt seriously that he's going to take this on the plane each March that he goes in to help deformed children. But if he wants to, he can. And it says, Dr. Andrew Orton.
The Harleys.
Harleys and TV host, plastic surgeon, and one heck of a human being. We congratulate you. Sorry.
This way. I take care of it. John's over there. Drew. Very cool. Don't lose that.
We're always coming out with something new and exciting to help promote the Walk of Stars, and Dr. Orton, you'll like this. It's an audio cell phone tour book that is just now on the market, and we have 334 stars, including Dr. Orton, that are in this book, and all you do is punch in a code and it gives you a 30-second biography on each and every star. And now, without further ado, I would like to introduce the newest member of the Palm Springs Walk of Stars. Please welcome the 334th star recipient, Dr. Andrew Orton.
From our dear friend and mentor, Dr. Phil. Time out. I don't know if I can do this without a teleprompter, no hair and makeup. Andrew Scher in my ear with an IFB telling me, you forgot, and Shannon's the producer. She is on me like, you forgot to say this, you forgot to say that. But anyways, moving on. Welcome all you stargazers. I had another star acronym which you may hear at Spencer's. But you know, it's a banner, Chamber of Commerce Day here in Palm Springs. The weather is perfect, high season, Bob Hope Classic starts this weekend. It doesn't get any better. And I see a lot of you got into it with a little Rat Pack attire. And you know what? I think the Rat Pack is up there looking down on us, giving us the big thumbs up. You know, and as Robert alluded to, part of this award, it's meant for people who reside in the Palm Springs Valley area. So I have to give you a little history. How did I start coming to Palm Springs? Well, it started with two of these 8-balls that I have to my right, Curtis Walker and John. We went to high school in Long Beach. I went to college in Southern California. So our spring breaks in the 60s and 70s, yeah, Palm Springs weekend, were held here. In fact, I think, correct me guys, I think it was the Vagabond Motel, $19.99 a night, and I think we packed at least 10 people in there, and you're going to have to trust me on this one. If we had a video of what went on then, I probably wouldn't be getting this. You know, this award came at a real special time for me. I had a big birthday in December, and it sort of coincided with that birthday getting this award, so it was sort of the frosting on the cake for me. And when you have a big birthday, when you get an award, it makes you reflect a little bit. It makes you move down memory lane a little bit. And this is why it's so great for me to have all of you year because there isn't a part of my life that isn't represented with the people that I'm looking at in this audience today. So, you know, it's a real special occasion for me to have you all here, and I can't thank you enough, and we're not done yet. So just to mention a little bit, there is a requirement to live here in the Valley Palm Springs area. So after my good times with spring breaks, I've maintained a house here at Morningside and Thunderbird Heights since 1995, and I join a pretty heavy-duty list of neighbors and members from those spots that have their stars, and I can't believe that I have a star with Bob Hope, Frank Sinatra, Barbara Sinatra, Gerald Ford, Jerry